So in this video I'll be teaching you guys how to do this look. It's like a possessed nun glam, not really glam but possessed. And yes, this is my first video on this channel and it is a little bit risky because my first video is going to be a Halloween tutorial. It's kind of scary. But yeah, so if you want to figure out how to get this look, then just keep watching. So what you're gonna need is liquid latex, you're gonna need cotton balls, and you're gonna need some cream paint, some scab blood, or just you could create your own blood at home. And then you're gonna need like liquid, regular, like runny stage blood. Some kind of like flat something to lay down the liquid latex and the cotton. Anyways, okay, so let's get started. I was inspired to do this look from Glam and Gore here on YouTube. I love her. She's amazing. Never met her. Wish I could. But yeah, so it's inspired by her. Please ignore this giant mountain. 2 giant mountains on my face, and this texture just is okay. So this is the lid for this. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour some into here. Oh, and by the way, this will pull out baby hairs, so if you need a wax, just put some liquid latex and you'll be good to go. So I'm gonna start off by getting the spatula, dipping it in my latex and just placing it on my face. Just pull some of the cotton off. And then with your spatula, go over the cotton with more liquid latex, but leave the edges out. And then you're gonna get the cotton and just like twist it together so that it forms like this thingy. Yeah, basically you're just going to continue to do that with the liquid latex, the cotton, and then liquid latex on top. So that's basically what I did for all the pieces. I got the liquid latex, I placed it, I put the cotton on top, and then I covered the cotton with more liquid latex. And I always left the bottom portion of the cotton without the liquid latex over it so that I can better form the pieces together, and you'll see what I'm talking about later on in the video. But I'm just going to go ahead and skip through all of this so that the video is not super long and repetitive with the same stuff. So what I'm doing here is I'm getting the pieces of the cotton that I did not stick down with the liquid latex. I'm splitting a few of them up, and then I'm just going to go ahead and start grouping them and twisting them together to form the little string pieces that will connect to the bottom pieces. So once you guys have something that looks kind of like this, you could go ahead and move on to the bottom. When you do this, you want to make sure that you're not pulling it too tight because it will lift whatever is stuck on your lip, and if you do that, then the prosthetic is not going to stick on your face later on. So just be careful that when you're doing that, you're just doing it really lightly but effectively. Should look like that. I just spilled liquid latex all over my desk. Oh my god. So basically I'm just doing what I did on the top to the bottom now, and you want to make sure that all the edges of your mask is blending seamlessly into your skin. So you really want to make sure that with your flat spatula, you're just going in and you're dragging away from your mask into your skin so that the liquid latex gets thinner around the edges, and it will blend more seamlessly when we go ahead and start doing the paint and the foundation and the shading and all that.
The one about snowman.
So now, get your handy dandy fan and dry your face. So what I'm doing now is I'm basically just getting the 2 pieces that match up from the top and the bottom, and I'm twisting them together, and then I'm going to go ahead and put liquid latex in the center of the 2 where they meet, and let that dry a little bit so that they could begin to adhere to each other. And then I'm just going to go ahead and repeat that process with all of the strands. Paint under this first because I just realized that I should have done that and I didn't do that. And now I'm gonna struggle to paint under all this, so do that first. So I'm just gonna cover the rest of the cotton that hasn't been covered with liquid latex. So I just went ahead and I shaded underneath the mask using the Ben Nye Old Characters cream paint, and I used the red, the black, and the brown, and then I'm just going to go ahead and go over the mask as well. And the reason we're doing this is to add darkness to the mask so that when we go ahead and go over with foundation, it'll blend better into my skin. And the foundation that I am using is the LA Girl Pro Coverage HD foundation in the shade beige. So I'm just going to go in with that red cream paint again and extend the gaps just to add a little bit more depth, and then that should be it for the mask. Now we're going to go in and we're going to do our eyebrows and our eyes, and that's basically all we have left. So I just went in with my Morphe Brow 8 palette and I began to fill in my brows with the darkest shade that's in the palette. And I wanted to make my brows a little bit messy, so I just kind of spoolied them a little bit extra. So I just went ahead and set my face with my Ben Nye Fair Translucent Setting Powder, and I used my BH Cosmetics Marble number 1 brush, and I just set my face as well as the mask. So after I set my face, I went in with the cream black eyeliner, and I just covered my whole entire lid with that. So I went ahead and I baked underneath my eyes in case I got any fallout from the black shadow. And then I went in with my Morphe X Jaclyn Hill palette and used the black shade just to set the cream liner, as well as go onto my lower lash line and smudge that out as well. And then I took a black eyeliner and I just tightlined my top and bottom waterlines just to make everything black. And then with my Wet n Wild Dulce de Leche contouring palette, I went in and just contoured my cheeks and a little bit of my forehead, and I just used a Morphe angled contouring brush. And then I went in with my Ben Nye Fresh Scab Blood, and I just started placing that into the deeper areas of the mask and in between my lip and the mask. And then I kind of just like spread it around all over the mask and made it a little bit messy. And then with the Scab Blood, I also went ahead and did an upside down cross. And then with the Pretty Vulgar Break Free shade, I went over the little strings just to add a little bit of contrast in the mask and make those a little brighter. Ooh, yum. And then with the Red Rum Liquid Blood, we're just going to go ahead and drip that and place it onto the cross. And then we're also going to go ahead and give ourselves a little bit of tears. The tears were a little bit tedious just because the blood doesn't run as fast as you want it to. So you kind of have to like move it where you want it and add more blood so that it flows at like a good pace. This is it. Actually, I need to put my costume on. I'll be right back. Basically, that's it for this video. And if you guys enjoyed it, please give it a like, thumbs up. Please subscribe and stay tuned because I will have more videos that are not like this. So thank you guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm crying. That hurts so bad. Oh, and you can reuse these, by the way.